For the final time this week, I get to do this, doing, and show you the red cement 3s for no other reason than because I want to and because I love this shoe. It has absolutely no connection to this video whatsoever. It's just a great shoe to have in hand and I love it very, very much. Now, if you're a regular watcher of my channel, you'll know that we're on a journey together for me to investigate sneakers in a way that I had never done before. I am from Europe, from the UK, so my life was spent in a kind of world of Adidas and Nike Air Max. Things like SBs, things like Jordans, things like that were not part of my world until I came here to Japan, and I've gradually grown an appreciation for those. So it might surprise you to know that these are only the second pair of Jordans I've ever owned, and the first pair of Jordans I bought last year and did a live unboxing of was the Bread 4s. I'll put a link, not quite yet actually, because I always tell you at the start of the videos that these links are here for the entire video, so even when I ping my finger up at it, you don't actually have to click on it. You can click on it at any time throughout the video. So when I do this, and show you the link to the unboxing of the Bread 4s, you can check that out at any point in the video. You don't have to do that right now. You could wait until 5 minutes in or 10 minutes in to do that, or do it right now. So those Bread 4s were the first pair of Jordans I had ever owned, and then these Cement 3s are the second pair of Jordans I've ever owned. And that's just my growth in sneakers and my growth in knowledge of sneakers, which is what this channel has always been about. And I'm just super happy to get such a beautiful shoe in hand and to own such an amazing shoe. I said in the live unboxing of these, which was just a couple of days ago, that I'm probably never going to wear these because I love them so much. So here's a link to that live unboxing of the Red Cement 3s. Of course, you can check that link out at any time now or later in the video. It will still be there all the way through. But enough about that. We'll get off of that and why why I've never owned a pair, or had never owned a pair of Jordans. There's always a link in the description down below. I leave it in every single video of why I've never owned a pair of Jordans before. And I made that video in like February last year, so it's probably like a year old, to explain why I'd never owned a pair of Jordans. And here I am, in April last year with the Bread 4s, and now here in February this year with the Red Cement 3s. And earlier this week we looked at the Air Jordan 1 Pine Greens and asked the question whether that should be my first ever pair of Air Jordan 1s. Here's a link to that video. Doing. So that's 3 links I've thrown up already. They'll all be there at the end of the video for you to check out if you want to. If you want to check out that review of those Pine Greens and asking the questions, should that be my first ever pair of Air Jordan 1s, or should I hold out for something a little bit better? And then in today's video, what we're looking at is a player exclusive. And there's something special about this one, and then that's that there are 3 places on this sneaker that have a real unique thing going on. Now, it's the LeBron 9 player exclusive engagement pack. There were actually 2 engagement packs. One that was kind of publicized and publicly given to LeBron and his then fiance, now wife, Savannah. And then there's this pack here that was actually more a gift. It wasn't like a publicity thing. It was a gift from Nike to the newly engaged couple. And what they did was that they took their the fashion, shall we say, of their engagement party, and there'll be a picture right here behind me here, and I'll actually put this later in the video from Shoe Butter, of LeBron wearing what I would call tartan, but other people call check or plaid, I think, but I would call it tartan, being from Scotland. And that inspired this sneaker. Now, there are 3 things about that I want you guys to watch out for in this video, and I want you to test yourself to see if you can catch the 3 specific things that I want to look out for in this video. Now, one is that plaid or check or tartan design is very obviously in the lining of these LeBron 9 player exclusives, but it's also in one more place. And I want to, when you're watching the video, I challenge you to see if you can find that extra place where that plaid or check effect comes in on the sneaker. So you can see behind me here a picture of LeBron with that fashion going on, and you know already that the top line of these guys, the inner, the lining of these guys has that check effect, but there's one more place in the sneaker as well that has it too. Now, there's another place on the sneaker that has a very direct, straight up shout out to the engagement of LeBron and Savannah, and see if you guys can find that on the sneaker when Shoe Butter's showing us it. And then the final thing is, drum roll, there's actually a personal collection connection between LeBron James and Shoe Butter, the man who's actually holding the shoe in this video. There's a personal connection between those two. And again, I wanted you to hit me up in the comments down below if you notice the personal connection between LeBron's, the LeBron 9 engagement pack player exclusive and Shoe Butter himself. So without further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to fly over to the shoe department and see what Shoe Butter's got for us this week. Have a close-up look in hand of this engagement pack and hear what Shoe Butter has to say about that. And then when we get back, we'll have a chat about some other things and look forward to what's coming down the line on the channel. But for now, over to you, Shoe Butter.
All right, guys, so up today, this week, we've got a really cool LeBron 9. It was inspired by his engagement. If you've seen the photos of LeBron, and I'll get Doug to snap up a picture here of his engagement party, you'll see that he had this colorway. So Nike made these shoes for both him and his wife, and you'll see here that there is a January 1st, 2012, which is the date that LeBron got engaged, and then in this one as well, it has that too. And so, yeah, Nike put this together for him. And I believe there's only 2 pairs of these in the world. There's this, and then there's also this one as well, which I think was made for his wife, the matching pair. So again, you know, ultra rare LeBron 9 PE that was put together for LeBron James and Savannah James on their engagement. So pretty cool. I'll show you this little small one here that was for the wife. And again, you got that January thing going on in the middle there. And you got the sort of that checkered red and black checker on the bottom, which goes throughout the inside as well. So pretty dang cool, and pretty fortunate to own these because I have never seen another pair of them, let alone another set of them available anywhere other than in my collection. So again, this is the LeBron James 9 engagement. It's called the engagement pack. When you own the only one, you can name it whatever you want. So we'll call it the Shoe Butter LeBron day that he engaged his wife shoe. Well, with this is that inside you'll see it says LJ plus SB. So that actually means LeBron James loves Shoe Butter, just in case. It has nothing to do with Savannah, his wife. It's SB is Shoe Butter. So there you go.
And we're back from the shoe department, and we're super grateful to Shoe Butter every single week for sending us this in-hand content of some of the rarest sneakers in the world. Now, just a few days ago, I did a video with I think I had 9 different sneakers in it. It's nine of the rare sneakers, all lined up one after the other. And what I did was I took these 2-minute videos and I just lined them up one after the other, 9 of them, with just a quick transition between them and no talking. So it just fades from one sneaker to the other. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. If you want to see like 9 straight videos of the rarest sneakers in the world in hand, check out this link here, which is 9 of those videos that have come from Shoe Butter. We truly appreciate him sending us that rare content like today's engagement pack. It's an incredible pair of sneakers, an incredible story to go. And did you manage to find those 3 things, that extra place where that check effect comes in on the sneaker other than the lining, that direct shout out to the engagement date of LeBron and Savannah, and then that personal connection between Shoe Butter and LeBron James and these LeBron 9 player exclusives? Did you catch all 3 of those guys? Let me know in the comments down below if you did. Now tomorrow I'm going to be coming back with an Air Force One Supreme collaboration and taking a little different slant at it, different look at it, because I think obviously most people are focusing in on the branding, but for me I'm actually looking at the shoe itself and looking at whether or not that's a shoe to cop or not, because it's unusual, and especially in like Supreme or Off-White or those kind of intense hype branded sneakers, they usually overdo the branding, but in these guys it's a bit more subtle. So we'll be looking at that sneaker tomorrow, so definitely stick around for that. And I did talk about throwing up one last link. I always throw up one last link so that you can then find some of those links that I talked about earlier, and what I'll do is I'll put that last link up here and you can click on that and it'll drop down a menu of the 5 different links that I've thrown up throughout this video, and then you can choose one of those and go on to the next video. And that link's right here. It's the playlist of all of those rare sneakers from Shoe Butter, not just those 9 that I talked about in one video, but actually every individual video that has all of them, and there's probably more than 30 videos in that playlist. So I'll chuck that up right now, doing. You can check out that playlist if you want to, or that will have brought up the other sneakers that I've linked so far in today's video, so you can check out those videos as well if you want to. But for now, it's time for me to sign off. Thanks Shoe Butter for dropping me that weekly content in hand. Thank you guys for checking out my content. But as I do this every single day, that means that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.